Hey there. Today we're going to work on Crush the Bug in computer science, or Gateway to Technology. Today is Crush the Bug. So we're going to do a couple of things. You have a PowerPoint slide that will walk you through, give you some of the sources that you're going to need, some just general information about the famous bug. The reason we call it a bug is this actual bug. Um, was found in one of the very first computers in 1947. Grace Hopper discovered the actual bug being found, and that is what they called a glitch in the system, is a bug. So, and that's the actual bug in her notes. This is Grace Hopper. This is an operational system. This is the original computers in the 1940s. They took up entire rooms just to process the information that they needed. Imagine that. So the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to find a bug. So this program is, there's a link to it in your worksheet. I'm going to show you that here in just a second. So this following program should blink an LED in the center of the LED grid, and it should light up for 0.5 seconds, which is 500 milliseconds, and then continue blinking for forever. Okay, so when the button A is pressed. So then what we're going to do is we're going to run this program, and we're going to figure out how to fix it, and then we're going to do a code trace chart. A code trace chart is a step-by-step thing to do just to see each line of code and is that line of code working. So for example, if I'm doing my math assignment and I got the answer wrong, I have to go back through my steps to figure out what step did I go wrong instead of doing all of it again. So the coding is the same thing. So we're going to look at each line of code and did it work or did it not work. Okay, so we're going to try to isolate our anomalies or our bugs in lots of different programs today. And when you've got it done, you've crushed the bug, you're going to test it and see if it works. Okay? Like the moth that Grace Hopper found, sometimes the bug might be in the hardware and not in your code. Okay, so if you have tried code tracing and figure out, well, it's not your code that's the problem, maybe your wires are mixed up. Maybe your wires are crossed. That's where that term comes from. So maybe they're not connected correctly. So once we start plugging things in, then you're going to need to know, well, it's not my code, so it must be something else. All right. So helpful comments. When you are adding comments, you're going to right click on that line of code, and then you can add a comment. Okay. Um, So comments are helpful to anybody that's reading your code. It's going to let them know what exactly that code is supposed to be doing according to you. That way, if it's not doing that, they can fix it. So this shows you that there's a comment there, and it says the loop of blinking LED. So that is telling you that that wants to loop that LED. Okay. So you're going to practice using and removing comments. So our practice for today is you're going to debug your computer. You're going to code trace, test the outcomes, corner the anomaly, crush it, and test it again. Okay, those are your steps. There are some practice steps that you're going to do, which I've given you links for. And there's just some importing your bugs, but you shouldn't have to do that today. I have it changed that up for you. And then this is some conclusion questions. So this is your worksheet for today. There is a link right here. So you're going to click on the link. That's going to take you to your Microbit platform. In Microbit, the code is here for you. It's loading. So what you need to do, though, is you need to hit edit. Otherwise, you won't be able to play with it. Okay? So here is our code. What should it be doing? According to our directions, the following program should blink an LED for 0.5 seconds, and it should continue doing this forever when the A button is pressed. What does the program do when you run it? Well, let's run it and see. So we're going to press the A button, and it lights up, but is it blinking? It is not blinking. So in your worksheet, you're going to say the light LED lights up. What should it be doing? It should be blinking. It is not blinking. So here's our code trace chart. Press on button A, it starts the program. Is that true? Yes, it is true. While true is running forever. Is the button going still on? As long as that's on, it's on. So that is also true. Okay. Is it pausing the program? Well, we have no idea because it's not blinking. So we're just going to assume that that's true. The show LED in the center of the grid, is it doing that? Yes, it's doing that. So far, we're good. All yeses. Does it pause the program? I don't know. It's not pausing. The light is not coming on. So somewhere down here is the problem. Clear the screen, clears the blinking light from the screen. Is that blinking light being cleared from the screen? The answer would be no, it is still on. Is not being cleared from the screen. So what does that tell you? That tells you that this line of code is probably the issue. So what are you going to do to fix it? Okay, I am not going to show you that because that would be cheating. So what are you going to do with this line of code? Where are you going to put that to get that to blink? That is your mission, to crush that bug. All right, now moving on. You're going to practice adding 3 descriptive comments to your copy of the LED program, and then you're going to add a screenshot of those comments. So what we're going to do then, we're going to go here, right click, add comment. So say pause LED for 5.5 seconds. Okay. And now I have a comment right here. Say I want to comment here. I'm going to go add comment, I'm going to show LED in middle of the screen, and then I'll make that smaller. And now I know I have a comment. So on button A, I'm going to add a comment, starts program, and now I have comment. Okay. So then you're going to screenshot those so that I can see that you have comments and put them in the worksheet. Okay. Then your conclusion questions are in your head. This is your practice. So you're going to choose 2 of these codes. You're going to fill out this form. What challenge did you use? Go ahead and put the link there. What objective? What were you supposed to do? The original screenshot of the code. Okay, so the original screenshot of the code is on the bottom of this page. So you're going to choose which code you're fixing. You can just copy that or drag it to your worksheet. And then once you fix the code, you're going to put your screenshot of your fixed code here. And then what did you do to fix the program? You have to do that for 2 separate programs. All right, have fun crushing that bug.